Hey good people, the YTPC, it's Harriet Herfer. I'm out here on this beautiful evening, enjoying the weather, and going to do a VR for Smoking Fireman. He's doing a 225 sub giveaway, and he asked a couple of interesting questions, and so I thought I'd give him an answer. So tonight I am not smoking anything just yet. I came home from work and decided to smoke some of the winnings from the Danny Shore raffle that Ben the Bagpiper had. And it is some of the Pirate Plug from Klint the Frozen Baccy blender. Oh my god, can you guys see that? Holy crap, whoa, hello. And I realized that as I was sitting down here that this tobacco tray is also one of my winnings from that raffle, and also from Byra Guru, my lizard tail tamper. So I was like, hey, I got 3 of those winnings right here. So anyway, I am just impatiently waiting for that tobacco to dry out. It is just about there too. It's like right on the edge, looking over, saying, smoke me, smoke me. But I thought I would just go ahead and do the VR for Smoking Fireman. So without further ado, here we go. First question that he had was, I forgot what the first one was. Oh, the first one, I know which one it was. I was thinking of the second one for sure. So the first one was our favorite childhood memory. And you know, I guess I'm fortunate in the fact that I had so many that I'm having a hard time narrowing it down. I don't mean to sound gloating about that at all, because I know that not everybody had a great childhood. I feel very fortunate that I did. You know, I'm adopted, and I really feel like I started off fortunate that I had a family that went above and beyond, and you know, out of their way to, you know, to have me in their lives. So I feel very fortunate from, you know, from the moment that they took me home. They didn't even make it home. They like took me around to family members and showed me off. They were so excited. So I feel fortunate from just, you know, just from that alone. But I would say that I just can't pick one. I have so many. I would say that okay, my mother was born in Kentucky on the river. I mean, they you know, that my mother's family lived right on the river. I mean, you know, spitting distance into the river. I don't even know. I saw where their first house was, and I don't even know how the kids didn't just fall out of the front door and into the river, to be totally honest. But you know, different times back then. So I spent a lot of childhoods down in Kentucky. They grew tobacco down there, and it was right on the river, and there was just a cliff, a piece of land, the dirt road, a little bit of bank, the river, and another big cliff. So I think the reason I liked to go down there so much was because I got to roam free. I had, you know, there was no traffic there at all, because you had to drive over a footbridge to get down there. So I had free reign of the whole place. We would go down to the beach woods and run around and climb the cliff, not the cliff, but the like where the waterfalls and stuff were, the smaller cliffs. My cousins and I would just have a blast. So, but my favorite time there was definitely when all the guys would sit out on the deck over the bank of the river and drink beer. Not that this, I don't, you know, this nowadays this would not fly, but the guys would all drink beer, and I was the only girl that did this, because I was kind of a tomboy. But then they would sit there and see who could shoot. They would throw the beer bottles in the river and then see who could shoot them first. And I had been shooting since I was about 8, so I was pretty good at it. So that's how I learned shooting a BB gun in my backyard. My dad teaching me, but which that was fun. But it was a lot more fun trying out shoot these guys with my dad's gun or their own guns. Tried to shoot the bottle first before all these guys could. Now, granted, they were drinking and I wasn't, but still, it was kind of a challenge for me, and I enjoyed doing it. And you know, spending time with you know, the men in the family, great group of guys. I mean, so fortunate. It wasn't just my mom and dad that I'm fortunate to be a part of the family, but I'm telling you, my extended family, so close. Just, you know, just so close. I would sit with the men and talk, and then I would go and I would sit with the women and talk. I got the best of both worlds there. I enjoyed spending time with both of them. It was so much fun. And I don't know, my mama and papa were definitely the matriarch and patriarch of the family, and you know, I looked up to both of them, and we spent a lot of time with them there as well. So I would say any time that I spent shooting in Kentucky, I could still hear the echoing of the rounds going off against the cliffs, and just great, super great memories. And you know, spending time with my mama and my aunts, and the ghost stories that my aunt would tell, and just scare the crap out of us. I just loved it. It is some of the best times that I can ever remember. So, and you know, everybody was so happy when they were there too. My mom was so happy. My dad was so happy. They just, you know, it was just the best time for everybody in the family. So it was great. So that would be my answer to the first question. Now the second was what intrigued us, what kind of I guess, you know, moved us towards smoking. What was it? And I think everybody knows the answer for me for this, and that would be that when I was growing up, my dad smoked a pipe. I liked the smell of it, and playing with the pipes and smelling the tobacco really, I don't know, made it, when I smell the tobacco now and smoke, especially when I'm smoking my dad's pipes, it brings me back to when I'm younger, and just the times that I spent with him. So I think that's what did it, because I originally started smoking cigars first. So it was definitely my dad, and the times that I spent, and the memories I have. And you know, they do say that that smells have some of the strongest memories attached to them, and I can't wait any longer. I have got to pack this pipe with this stuff. I have to say that my mouth actually watered when I opened up, because he had it sealed in a you know, in one of those vacuum packed bags. And when I opened it up, I was like, oh no, this is gonna be really good, like scary good. So I just couldn't hardly wait. It smells wonderful, just a little vinegary, very, very, very smoky, and just it looked delicious, it smelled delicious. It smokes delicious. Oh, wow. That. Let me try this again here. That is smoky. That is the smokiest tobacco I've ever tried. There we go. finally got a nice char on it. Oh, I probably didn't wait quite long enough. My bad. Well, well, that's a thing that just happened. Oh man, it's got, what does it have? How can I explain it? God, where's Hugh? It's a one-time thing. I'm speechless. Oh my God, he wouldn't believe it. And he missed it. I didn't wait quite long enough. Oh my God, I don't care. I'll relight it 100 times. It's worth it. Yeah. It's God, I don't know what it is in the back of my throat. The end flavor. I can't put my finger on it. But I love it. I wish I could. I wish my palate was better that I could. I'm still trying to develop it and put names to flavors that I'm tasting. And I didn't watch anybody else's videos, and I didn't watch the video where you made this specifically because I didn't want to know what was in it. I just wanted to taste it and enjoy it, not having any preconceived notions. I almost want to say it's got a creaminess to it. The very end. Got a lot of Kia in it, I think. But it's not like as smoky as it smelled. I thought it would have more of a lot of Kia flavor to it. But interestingly enough, I think the amount of Kia in it really works. It makes it a really balanced tobacco. Man. Oh. Dude. Delicious. And a half. That is awesome. Yeah. I'm definitely going to smoke that. I'm gonna hide that. He will never find it. See them. He can have one ball. If you watch this, one bowl. You know, one bowl limit. Okay, 2. Alright, Smoky Fireman. Congratulations on your subs. Thank you for the questions. The first one especially. I thought about it like 3 or 4 times over the last, I don't know, maybe 5 days. and I came up with the same conclusion every time, that I was very fortunate, and I still am. I have a great family, so very fortunate indeed, and I appreciate the fact that you made me reflect on that. So thank you again. But you guys take care. I will catch you on the next one, and yeah, good. Go sub a newbie, guys.